Please welcome to the stage today, Molly Fletcher.
I'm very grateful to be invited to the family reunion. I figured I should dress for the occasion, right? The only thing I'm missing is a little KW tattoo that I saw on a guy this morning when I was working out. Then I'd really be in the family. And I remember in that moment standing there thinking, what just happened? Right? Like, how do you do a record-setting sick contract, highest paid guy? And he tells me to rip them all up. What happened? You know what I realized in that moment pretty quickly was I had been too transactional. Not nearly as relational throughout those 4 or 5 days as I needed to be. Right? I had focused on the terms, the base, the bonuses, the club, the flight, all of it. The mistake I made was I was too transactional. Here's the thing, you do transactions, no question, but we want to be relational. Just because we do transaction doesn't mean we need to be transactional. So I'm laying on this table, she throws the sonogram on my stomach, and after a couple minutes she goes, whoa, she goes, Molly, look at this. I look over at the monitor and there's a baby, a miracle, with arms and legs kicking full on. She said, Molly, you're 12 and a half weeks pregnant. Yeah, right, like do the math on that. And I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. And I thought, man, now, by the way, at this point, there was actually daggers flying out of my eyes at my sweet and wonderful husband. So then we're like, wow, this is a lot, but we can do this. You know, I'm sort of trying to drink my own Kool-Aid, right? I'm like, we can do it. So then after a couple minutes, she goes, wait a minute, guys. She said, hold on a minute. She throws a line on the screen and puts another miracle on the screen. She said, Molly, you're 12 and a half weeks with twins. I looked right at her and I said, let me tell you something, that is coming from another room. That is not attached to that. There's no way. So I was like, oh my gosh, right? Like, wow, I mean, we have this beautiful 5-month-old, but I'm 12 and a half weeks. I got 300 clients at tea. I'm like, what? So all of a sudden I went, oh man, and after a couple of minutes I looked down at my watch and I went, oh geez, listen, it's 12:15. I have a 12:30 lunch with Doc Rivers. I gotta go. You know, it was a moment, though, that was so evident to me how hard it is to be present, how hard it is to lock in. At some level, it's about controlling the controllables, right? I love how Nick Saban says this. He says to his players all the time, be where your feet are, right? Show up. It was a moment when being present was harder than ever. You all, I know, you find yourself in these moments. Here's the thing that I would challenge you to do. To recognize the power in being present and recognizing the power in controlling what you can control and let go of what you can't. There's so much right now that we can't control, but boy, there's a lot that we can. Our attitude, our mindset, our effort, our discipline. I would challenge you to create a way in which being present stays a part of the way you show up every day. For me, this is tough. I have a screensaver on my phone. It says, be present. On my computer, it says, be present. Sticky notes on my desk, be present. Showing up sometimes when it's hard takes a little bit of discipline. And here's the thing, the people that we lead, they can tell. They can tell when you're really there or not. The people that you are doing showings with, the people that you serve, the people that you come home to at night, who matter most in your life, they can tell. They can tell when you're really present or not. As you leave this family reunion, as you charge the storm, whatever you do, please step in, lean in, and go for it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
She was just authentic, and I love the fact that she just was real and gave us a bunch of information that, I mean, it's going to last with me forever.
And I'm a positive person by nature, and she filled me from the bottom up and gave me great sunshine in a world that is hard to maneuver right now, and that was inspiring.
Absolutely loved it. I would want to see her again, for sure, definitely.
That was inspiring to go, yes, yes, yes.
She was amazing, just very impactful, very strong energy. So she's very confident, and I love that, and I feel like we need that spread more around the world. So thank you, Molly.